Greetings guys, gals and non-binary pals, and welcome back to another video. I hope that you are well and I hope that you are fighting, because there is a lot to be fighting for. I am back here again, once again, first thing in the morning, just woken up, here with my nice cup of coffee and my gay upper mug, ready to start my day off right by getting frustrated and confused at shit people say on the internet. So a lot of you have been saying that you quite enjoy the morning vibe, so I'm gonna keep doing it. There'll be some not morning vibe videos, but I quite enjoy doing them. I always work better in the morning. If you do enjoy this morning vibe and you want to see more of it, you can subscribe to my second channel. The videos going up there at the moment are just like hanging out with me, being quite chill. I'm currently doing like a little mini series where I'm like making a playlist of my favorite songs and sort of talking about those. So if you're interested in something like that, there's that. We just sit down, we just chill, we just hang out, and I'm just very me. So if you want to see that, go subscribe there. It's Kiwi, with a Q. You. So great, I'll see you there. Yeah, so today I didn't explain. Today's video, we're going back through Bad Women's Anatomy. Whenever I ask for like video ideas and what you want to see from me, Bad Women's Anatomy, people love this one. People love this subreddit. I get asked to do it all the time, and so that's what we're doing. We're gonna do it again because it's always funny. And maybe it'll be different first thing in the morning. Who knows? And also, as always, Bad Women's Anatomy happens to tie very nicely into today's sponsor, Intimina, who I will tell you a little bit more about later on. Can a woman have a doctor end the life of a fetus while still in the womb after 24 months? Yes or no? I'm going with yes. Yeah, I think after 24 months in the womb, probably. I don't think it's coming out anytime soon. 24 months? Imagine being pregnant for 2 years. Imagine if the, fetus was growing that entire you would be dead. Well before the 24 months. Oh my god. Ugh. No ovulate October. You have no nut November? Pfft, I have no ovulate October. That's what we should try to do. We should all try to come together and stop ovulation for the month of October. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we should just do it. We should figure it out. That sounds like a good idea. No ovulate October? Fantastic. It's definitely how it works. Yeah, we can control that, right? Just like how you control your period with your bladder, you control your ovules, ovaries with your mind and willpower. You can just will it away. Lol. Women don't feel sexual attraction. Unlike men, females only evolved to have sex for procreation. While the penis has pleasure glands, the vagina does not. The female orgasm is a myth. No female enjoys sex. I hate to break it to you, my guy, but yes, we do. The vagina itself doesn't have a ton of pleasure things in it because, we have to push a baby out of that, and if you've got a lot of shit that's feeling stuff in there, that's gonna hurt like a bitch. So that's why the clitoris is there. That's where the pleasure comes from there, because you don't have to push a baby through that, so it's allowed to feel a lot of stuff. And if you choose to ignore that the clitoris exists, that sounds like a you problem. For all the female teens reading this without moms to tell them, you can't use a tampon if you're a virgin, depending on how thick your virgin thingy is, and there's a description on how to put it in on the box. Besides, tampons can really fuck up the bacteria environment, which can make you smell, so if you don't have trouble with a heavy flow, just use a pad. Also, rupturing your virgin skin thing can make you bleed a little. That what? You can use a tampon whether you're a virgin or not, doesn't matter. You can use whatever you want. Pad, tampon, menstrual cup, reusable pad, whatever you want. They're all fine. Nothing's gonna damage you. Nothing's gonna hurt you. Just use whatever you like. Tampons can fuck up the bacteria. I mean, keeping a tampon in for too long is gonna fuck up the bacteria. Obviously, you can get infections and stuff, but that's why you change them regularly. This feels like a man wrote it. You can use whatever you want as long as you are comfortable. There's no rules about what you can and can't use or how old you have to be or whether you're a virgin or not. There's literally no rules. Just do what works for you and what makes you comfortable. And the type of menstrual product that we've been talking about more and more recently over the past few years are menstrual cups. I switched to menstrual cups about 4 years ago, and I am really, really happy that I did. And a good example of a good menstrual cup is from today's sponsor, Intimina. My favorite thing about Intimina's menstrual cup is the convenience. Like, they have the Lily Cup Compact, which you can get in this little, you open it up and it's collapsible. And then you just insert this. But on top of that, with Intimina, you can actually get a little bundle. The bundle I'm talking about is called Pink Amour. I got very excited and jumped the gun and fully forgot to tell you what it was called, but it's the Pink Amour bundle, which comes with the little Lily cup there, and also Ziggy cup, which is this guy. And this Ziggy cup is one of the only menstrual cups that you can use during penetrative sex, which is really, really cool. Period sex is something that a lot of people are insecure about because it can be a bit messy, and it is something that people are insecure about. You don't have to be insecure about it, obviously, but I understand that, you know, cleanup can be annoying and it can be something that you're insecure about. So having the Ziggy cup can really help make that like mess-free and less worrisome for anyone who is insecure. And you can go to the link in my description to check it out for yourself. If the woman's belly was glass, no one else would support abortion because you could see the miracle that happens inside. We literally have ultrasounds. That's literally what an ultrasound is. It's so you can look in and see what's going on. If a woman's belly was made out of glass, I feel like more people would advocate for abortions because that would be fucking terrifying. Do you know how terrifying fucking tiny little fetuses would look if you saw that growing constantly? And also the fact that you would just see a load of organs in there and like ribs expanding and organs moving and being like kicked and shit. Bro, I also feel like it would act as really good contraception for other people around. Oh my god. Literally what an ultrasound is for. You can see what's going on in there. You just need an appointment for it. Like, also, if your belly was made out of glass, you would smash. If a baby was growing in there, it would smash. This is the worst analogy I've ever read. You literally said it was beta simping to make a woman come, and that all women should be able to climax from giving oral sex. All the women that have given me oral sex have climaxed, and that's a lot of women. No, that's 0 women. That's none. You don't know how women work. I think there's a very select few women who do climax from giving oral, but I think a lot of the time there's also like self-stimulation involved in that. I think it's very rare for women to climax from giving head. That's not a thing that really happens. And I also like am very skeptical that you have ever had sex with anyone. And if you have, extra skeptical that they've ever climaxed at all. You're just completely speaking out of your ass here, my guy. You're just looking like a little bit of an idiot. You're like making it obvious that you're lying. Boobs are not sexualized. They literally evolved to be sexual. They evolved to feed children. How is that sexual? Is a woman that is breastfeeding in public being sexual? There's literally nerves in the breast connected directly to the vagina and other pleasure centers of a woman's body. I believe they have something like 16 erogenous zones, where men do too, but they are in fact mostly stored in the ball. This is the thing that always gets me, right? Is they're like, boobs are sexual. Boobs are sexual. You have to cover your boobs because they're sexual. That's not even how society views it. We view purely the nipple as sexual. I don't know what it is and why, but like you can have your whole boob out as long as you're covering the nipple, which is so strange because men also have nipples. A very large majority of us have nipples. Like, it doesn't matter your gender, there are nipples. So surely it would be the boob that's sexual and not the nipple. Like, it should be the other way around. You have to cover your whole boob and leave only the nipple. Why is it just the nipple that's sexual? That doesn't make any sense. We all have fucking nipples. Why can I show my whole boob? And it's like, that's fine. And then I show my nipple and you're like, oh, think of the children. Everyone, cover your eyes. That doesn't make any sense. That's the stupidest logic in the entire world. We have developed like a gaze. We have said that boobs are sexual, and thus it has been like enforced that boobs are sexual. Like, yeah, it's an erogenous zone. You can get pleasure out of having your nipples played with or whatever, but men can too. Firstly, anyone can have arousal from like nipple play. Doesn't matter your gender. We all have different erogenous zones. Some people are really fucking turned on by feet and they'll like get a lot of pleasure out of having their feet played with, or their fucking like specific parts of their arms and stuff. We don't say that we have to cover those up because some people get like pleasure out of it. It's same with your neck. A lot of people are aroused by people like kissing, biting their neck and things like that. We don't have to fucking wear scarves all the time just because we're like necks are sexual because you get pleasure out of having them touched. No, stop making up rules and controlling bodies. If men can show their nipples, we should be able to show our nipples as well. We can already show our whole ass fucking boob. I don't understand why we have to cover the nipple. It doesn't make any sense. It's literally the most stupid logic in the entire world. It makes no fucking sense. It's so stupid. Am I incapable of exciting a woman sexually? No. The vagina's just wrong. That is quite funny. It is quite funny. Like, that's a common theme with a lot of these, right? Is a lot of these are men liking to pretend that they're top shit at sex. And they're like, I can please a woman. I haven't. Because, like, every woman I've come encounter with has had like a broken vagina, but I could. I'm the best at sex. I have no proof. I've never actually done a good job before, but like, I'm the fucking man. No. Men enjoy putting the part that we pee out of into the body part that women pee out of. This is one of my favorite things that I've read. I don't know why that's so funny to me. That's so funny. That sounds like a 6-year-old wrote it. When will people learn that we don't pee out of the vagina? That's not how it works. How do they think it works? Because we push a baby out of your vagina. So obviously it has to be linked to your uterus, right? How would pee get in there? What do they think happens to the baby when you need to pee? Do they think the baby is just like swimming in like your pee is just in your uterus and your baby just floats in it? What do you think happens? Pee does not come out of the vagina. Please, can we like teach that at school or something? Oh my goodness. I think that is the end of this video. Thank you for coming along. I hope that you've enjoyed it. It's been another good start to the day. Another morning. We love mornings. A massive thank you to my Kiwi Fruit and Kiwi Bird channel members whose names are up on the screen right now. I love and appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for joining. If you would like to become a channel member, you can click the top link in the description or the little blue join button. You get my videos a day early, as well as 10% off my shop when I have things on my shop. And as a Kiwi Bird channel member, you also get little extra clips and behind the scenes of videos from my second channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Subscribe to my second channel, Kiwi. Also, mine and my best friend's channel. We are starting back on our podcast shortly, but we've been doing like other videos in the meantime. If you want to check those out, you can check that out as well. Follow me on Instagram, The Queer Kiwi, and Twitter, That Queer Kiwi. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe. Keep fighting. I love you. Mwah. When you close your eyes, you replay